The last few years have been a lot, and during that time my modus operandi has been ghost my YouTube channel, come back sporadically, make a video saying life is hectic, and then ghost my YouTube channel until I go on holiday, usually to Disney World, and then make a video just like this. I don't want to do that anymore. Long form content is what I started doing all those years ago, 2010, I think, and it's now 2026. We're a grand 16 years later, and quite unsurprisingly, my life has changed a lot. So I just want to talk about that because I've popped on here sporadically, as I said. I was thinking about filming this video and what I wanted to say, and there's a few reasons why I stepped away from YouTube. A lot of it was privacy related because I found that vlogging, doing weekly vlogs, which is what I was doing a few years ago, sort of just before the pandemic, was becoming very intrusive. And also I was working full time, and there's only so many weeks of, like, if you work full time or if you work part time, are your weeks that interesting? Do you do different things week in, week out, or do you tend to do like the same 10 activities, maybe in a slightly different order? Life is very different as a 35-year-old. I'm 35 now, compared to when I was a 18-year-old making videos in my parents' study. So I wanted to do a life update. I have just had the travel day of my Disney World holiday go live, and I filmed that back in December. We went first week of December over to Florida, and I stalled uploading those videos because I hate everything about myself in those vlogs. I actually give myself the ick, and I think having not vlogged for probably about 5 years, like properly at that point, like there's been some vlogs here and there, but nothing major. There's a level of like nervousness to me, and I think that comes across, and I'm just giving myself the ick. I'm not going to point out the icky things which annoy me about myself to you, but if there's anything in those vlogs where you're like, oh my God, that's probably what I'm talking about. What is it that stops me from coming back on here? And I think it is purely the fact that life is so different now, and it would be bizarre if life was the same at 21 to 31 to 35. That would be really strange. But I think myself and my audience has grown and moved on. There's some of you which have been here right from the beginning, and I still see you when you comment and I recognise your names, and honestly, that means the world to me because that is absolutely wild that you've stuck with me for so long. But life has changed for a lot of us. There's 8,000 people who subscribe to this channel still. I'm not stupid. I know a lot of those are dead accounts, and people have moved on. And how many of us now have, I don't know, kids, or we live in a different country, or we're married, divorced, I don't know, living with 18 dogs in a dog sanctuary that we've set up. Like, life is so different to certainly when I was a very unwell 18-year-old vlogging about my eating disorder and my mental health. So I think that's wise, because a lot of my audience, we've just naturally gone our own separate ways. But I'm hoping there's some of you who are still interested and are in the same point of life as me, hopefully. Cool, so I have some notes on my phone for the points I wanted to make in this video. So 1, Disney World vlogs, why it's taken me a while to upload. 2025 and the kind of bookends to that year were a lot for me. It was stressful. There was a lot happening that isn't for the internet, but I've come out the other side, and it has been a net positive experience for me because I am now returning to education. I don't know if anyone will remember, but a really long time ago, I started studying for a psychology degree, and then I had to stop studying for the psychology degree, and that was because of finances. I was working full time at that point in my life, and I was trying to study at the same time, and turns out you can't work full-time and try and study full-time. And I had to work full-time because I had rent and bills and my life in general to pay for, so I had to drop one of those things, and I stopped studying my psychology degree, thinking, oh, I'll pick this up next year, and before I know it, next year is 5 years, 10 years. But I now find myself in the financial position to not work full time and to return to studying for that psychology degree, and then whatever comes after that, which I'm not 100% sure on at the moment, but I'm over halfway through. I've got about 1 more year left, and then that's it, it's done. It's taken me bloody long enough. And yeah, and like I say, I'm very fortunate that I don't have to be working full time at the moment. I'm just fun employed at the moment. I'm literally just studying. It's been great because I've worked full time since I was 21 years old, and I've never had a period in my life where I've not had work. So it's been really strange, but I've taken this sort of mini sabbatical and just relaxed and recalibrated, and it's been glorious. I'm going to start working part-time at some point, hopefully soon. I've got an interview next week, so we'll see. I'm not planning on just being a lady of leisure for the rest of my life, although that would be lovely. That's the year that I've had, and as I said, it's been a net positive. But at the end of the year, when I was filming those vlogs, not only was I being very self-critical of myself in those vlogs, but I just wasn't in a good headspace, and I feel like I can tell, and there's just certain things that are a giveaway in those videos that show that I was not doing well. But I still had a lovely holiday and its memories, and I love watching Disney World vlogs. That is my guilty pleasure, especially travel days. I love living vicariously through other people's travel days. So yeah, and the video is doing really well considering the algorithm hates me, and I don't really get many views at the moment because I think it doesn't know like what I'm doing, what niche to put me in, who to push me out to, which is fair enough. It's got over 1,000 views at the moment, which I am very pleased about because it shows that people are watching it and the algorithm's kinda working. The second thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that I love this. This is where I feel at home, and some of you have been here for me since I was a literal teenager. And yeah, some of you comment on YouTube videos, some of you we talk on Instagram, and that's so special. And the community that I created, even if we have kind of gone our separate ways in some aspects, I love it still, and there's still some of you here. So I kept being really hard on myself. Like, this is a common theme. I am a very self-critical person, thinking, oh, my vlogs won't be perfect. Is anyone going to watch me sitting on the floor of my bedroom in the big year of 2026? I was very critical of myself. And then I was thinking, what advice would I give someone who wants to start social media? And I would have said, just do it. Like, the quality can come later and your niche can come later. Just start making videos. It doesn't really matter what they are. So I'm trying to just not worry about that, which is difficult because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Life update, going back to studying. I've spoken about my return to studying already. I don't know what the end goal is with it. I just want to get this undergrad done. I was considering, like, do I do a master's after? Do I do a postgraduate diploma? The goal I had when I started studying psychology was I wanted to be a therapist, and that's something I'm exploring as well, because I mean that would mean a lot to me if I could be there for people in the way that therapists have been there for me throughout my life. So there's some sort of post-grad study most likely, but I'm not sure what that is yet, or if I did a master's I don't even know what I'd want to study. I've got some ideas, but we'll see. What to do next with YouTube? I like it. I like long form content. I enjoy, like, who's my audience? What would I even want to make now? And I don't know. Who is my audience? You'll have to let me know. Please leave me a comment so I'm not just shouting into the void on here. I know that a lot of you will be like me, you'll be sort of 30s, like early, mid, late 30s, maybe a bit older or younger, but my demographics were always women my age. So if you've aged up with me, and also if you're not a woman my age, if you're a man my age, or you're not the same demographic as me, that's totally fine. Everyone is welcome here, as long as you're not a gross person, basically. And I'll just block the people who say horrible things, as I have always done. But yeah, I don't know. I think what I'd want to do with this channel is I'm never going to be, even if I'm vlogging Disney World, which I love Disney World, I'm not obsessed with Disney World. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I think of all the things to be obsessed with in the world, Disney parks are on the more wholesome end. But just going on holiday and going to Disney World is something which feels very easy to vlog for me, which is why I did it. And there's been other holidays that I've been on, myself and my partner. We went to Greece in 2024, and I thought, should I vlog that? I wish I had, in hindsight, because I really wanted to show you the hotel, because it was 10 out of 10. If anyone's interested, just leave me a comment or send me a message on Instagram and I'll tell you all about this hotel. I don't know, I just thought, something stopped me from vlogging it. Me getting in my own head, I think, and the fact it was a beach holiday. I was like, will it be interesting? Will anyone want to watch? I'm never going to be the person screaming at the camera with, can we just talk about for a second, tangent, the AI generated thumbnails on YouTube. Maybe it's just because I'm old school and I've literally been here since 2007, and I'm basically the grandma of the internet at this point, but the AI generated thumbnails and this kind of like, I don't know, this false exuberance that everyone seems to have. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if that's like, if I'm not cool anymore. I've never claimed to be cool, but I'm never going to be one of these like bouncing off the walls, like everything is amazing vloggers. I see myself, if I'm going to come back and do this, being very grounded and just being me, because I don't know how else to be. And if I could do anything with this channel, because my niche can't be Charlotte just talking about banal shit, I think I would like to do, I'm not ever going to be a travel influencer either, as much as I would love that, but I do love vlogging my holidays. And if I could do, I don't know, take you along with me when I go places, do hotel reviews, or I don't know, like holiday vlogs, but from a kind of informative perspective, something like that. I don't know. I don't see myself as being like, I'm not, I don't know. You know, Hannah Ricketts does reviews of 5-star London hotels. Like that seems like it'll be really fun. And as much as I would love to just make a living, I think it's her part-time like side hustle, but I would love to just go to 5-star hotels and that be what I do. But I don't know if I'm the right person to be giving like proper like advice, like a review, when people are, might spend money based on what I say. I think something, as I said, which is grounded and real, because it's exhausting to try and maintain a persona on the internet, and you can't do it. I've been at this a while, like, what are we talking, 16 years I've been on the internet for, like, doing vlogs, and you can't maintain it. I just know I can't maintain it for more than about 30 seconds. So I think I see myself, I don't know, who knows? I just wanted to make this video to say hi. I don't know, will I upload this and then just ghost everyone for another year and a half and then go on holiday somewhere, upload vlogs, get the bug and then come back? Who knows? But I just wanted to say, like, hello. Thanks for watching the Disney World travel day. If you haven't watched it already and it's something which you might be interested in, then I will link it down below. Yeah, I just wanted to say hey, and I'm in a much better place than I was even in December when I was filming those videos. Life is good. I'm studying, I'm going to job interviews, I'm going to work part-time, just a much better work-life balance than what I've experienced ever in my working life, and certainly in the last 4 years. I used to get up at 5:30 for work every single morning. Every single morning, which I know some people get up a lot earlier than that probably. It's probably some people who have much... Anyway, I can't talk about that because I sound like a Michaela Watts-it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I edit this video down because it is way too long. And the next Disney vlog, which is our first day on holiday, we go to the Magic Kingdom, I'm going to upload that Sunday evening. So if you have the bell turned on, you'll get a notification. If not, then check back after Sunday evening and it will be there. And then I've got I think 7 or 8 more vlogs. Some of them still need editing, but they'll be up in due course as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around, and I will see you in my next video.